This girl sneaking off to go take a nap again. Look at her. Just laying down on the job always.
This is a great idea, the roller.
Yeah. Good. Glad you like it. I'll be over here drilling out thru-hulls. I should probably put my mask on too. Don't worry, I'm not making her do all the work. I did just take out the whole doo-doo pipe and thru-hull right here. All clear out of there, but the boat is looking great. Malvina's doing a fantastic job. Looking great. Safety first. This is still just one coat on here, kind of a thin, like half coat almost, but we're gonna do the one that she's doing right now and then one more hopefully later tonight if we have time. So the problem with this little method is that I'm chewing into fiberglass before I get all the way through to the depth or whatever of the thru-hull fitting, so it's not actually popping out without kind of demoing it a little bit more. So I'm gonna try this little cut-off wheel on the Dremel. Hopefully I can kind of cut those last threads off, and yeah, we'll see if that works.
Just finished the second round of paint. Really bad blisters, but hey, I feel proud. It looks okay. I thought the first one looked really good. The second one, I felt like the paint was just, she was just slurping it all up. I'm sure the third one will kind of even it out, and as it dries, it'll probably kind of even out. As I recoup, maybe get a little bit of sunshine, kind of ventilate. I was a lot of sweat in that suit. What's Connor doing? Still working on thru-hulls?
Cleaning up all these holes. They are a different size than our new thru-hulls, and they don't make that size anymore apparently, because I checked and they have some flush mount ones in the shop here, but they're smaller also. And they had some kind of sealant around the outer edges of the old ones, and that's fine because it was kind of pinched in between the old thru-hull and the boat. But if we were to keep that there, they would just be sealant, kind of protecting water from getting in the boat without anything covering it. So I'm kind of scraping all these clean, and then I'm going to fill it with some thickened epoxy, I think, and then it's going to add probably a day to our job here, but better to do it right, I think.
Yes, definitely.
Hopefully this is the right way.
It definitely smells like paint and all sorts of stuff, so I'm gonna put my mask back on.
So this had all kinds of like bearing compound and little adhesive sealant stuff, 4200, 5200, one of them numbers. And so I just kind of ground it down to all bare fiberglass now, and I'm gonna fill it back up.
I can't take you seriously with your mask.
You don't like it like this?
No, it looks great. It looks great. Keep going.
I'm gonna fill it
Are
in.
you going skiing? I'm just kidding. Okay, go.
Keep your tips up. So we're gonna fill that in with some bearing compound. I don't like the idea of just kind of bare glass going over with just some sealant over that. So let's give it some structure, and then we'll put sealant all the way over it too, but it can't hurt to.
All right, and after putting on the second coat of paint,
Now it's time to scrape it off.
it's time to scrape it off. I don't know why Connor's making me scrape all the hard work I did, but let's check out what he has in mind.
You're gonna scrape all this off so that we have something sturdy to attach that to. We don't want to put sealant just to paint.
Oopsies, I shouldn't have painted that, huh?
That's fine. But see, the glass is right there, so we're good. And it's just gonna be like just enough to get that new thru-hull in there. This one too, because this is gonna be our water maker intake here. so we want to keep that nice and clog free. Have a little pre-strain before our water maker. It's gonna have a sea strainer on it, I'm sure anyways, but we don't have that yet. And that's gonna be another one of those hinged ones so that we can kind of clean it out if it were ever to get clogged, so we don't run out of water.
We've been working in the yard with all the projects. Totally forgot there's like ocean out there. So beautiful. But back to work. Enjoy it for a second. Connor, how's it going out there?
Still the same old, same old. Now I'm just sanding, prepping, gonna fill everything with the thickened epoxy, and Malvina's gonna start the painting because she loves it so much.
And Mr. Pickles is on your side.
I might even help you paint tonight.
Mr. Pickles on your shoulder, so
oh, yeah.
we got some good juju.
He's lucky he broke his arm. He doesn't have to help.
He can just chill. I've been trying to talk myself back into painting. The second coat was a lot. I am very sore and tired, but as soon as Connor's done, he's gonna come help. So thank goodness. Gonna suck it up and get to work.
Malvina just using power tools, mixing up that paint ever just so.
I got half of it done, so I figured I'll stir it up one more time before I do the other half.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look, it looks good.
Looks great. You can't even see any brush marks on there.
It's actually fun to paint the third round.
She likes it now.
It's skipping a little bit easier, where the second one was like, I felt like I was going over and over and over and over the same spot, and it wasn't making it look better.
Yeah.
And now this one is just like, everything is like kissing it.
There we go. Good job.
I'm so sweaty.
And I've just been working on all these thru-hulls still, fairing them out now. So I got all the 407 filler in there with the epoxy, and looking pretty good. This one I gotta come back to. I couldn't get that pipe through them. I put some PVC pipe wrapped in packing tape through there to kind of hold the shape. That turned out to be the exact diameter that the thru-hulls are gonna be. So I got that, but I'll come back with the squeegee on that one. These ones had they had the little grates on there and the little screens already and some holes, and I don't think the new holes line up with those, so I just faired that out a little bit too. And Malvina is already on the second side. I'm supposed to be helping. I better go get ready. She loves it. And there's 3 more that I did. I might have to come back and do another little dab on there. Should be all right.
I feel like I just went to war, but I won.
Oh, she's a warrior.
I definitely cannot believe this. I really struggled with the second layer. Connor and I did the first layer together in the dark, kind of. It was already like about sundown, and we just had so much fun. We both were listening to music and just having a good time, and because we were working, 2 people working on it, I felt like it went by really quickly. I could tell Connor was not really enjoying it as much as I did, so I'm glad I dove into this morning to do the second coat, because I think he would have totally hated painting and never have done it again, because I really like painting, and I really was struggling because I felt like I was, as soon as I would go to the for this, like, just a strip, it just would not blend with the first one. So I felt like I was just going back and trying to blend everything together and then putting more on and then trying to blend everything together, and it took me, like, I don't know how long that took. Like, I think the second layer took 3-4 hours.
It was a while. I think
was
you started at 9 maybe and ended at 12:30 or later.
Yeah. So it took a really long time, and it was really frustrating because when I was done, I just felt like it did not look nice. You can, like, see all the paint strips that I was trying to, like, kind of blend in. But after a long pause, I think I stopped around 12:30. We ordered some pizzas. We just kind of relaxed in the sun. It's kind of funny because when you're in here, you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm just like on the land of concrete. But then when you go on top of the boat, it reminds you that the water is like right there. So it was a nice little break, probably longer than I should have, because I got back to it at about 3:45 3:40 was when I started mixing the paint because the guys here were just about to leave for the day. And thank goodness I caught them right when they were locking the station where you shake your can. Quickly stopped them before they left for the day, and I shook 2 gallons of paint, mixed it all up. It takes me a little while to get suited up and mix the paint. I drilled it a lot. So then it was about probably 4 o'clock or 4:30 that I started, and it's about, I don't know what time
6:30 right now, so
6:30
still
right now.
2.5 hours.
So that last third and final layer just took 2.5 hours. So it's just awesome because it felt really good, and as you can tell, it just like
Take us for a tour.
Okay, come check her out. Well, let's go to like the second layer. Like I said, it didn't blend in nicely, and I just felt like there was a guy that walked by and he was like, man, she's super thirsty. And I was like, she is. That's a great way to put it. The second layer was like Alivo was just sucking up all that paint. The third was kind of reminded me of like painting your second layer of a house. You know how you get the base and then all of a sudden that second one, it just looks really good. That's kind of how this felt. I felt like the third layer, it just like all kissed it, and it didn't even feel like I was painting the bottom of a boat. It almost started to feel like paper or something, like canvas. It was really interesting. As you can tell, it blended in really nice. I hope this is how it looks like in the morning, but the second layer is like when you stood further away, it looked okay, and when you came in closer, it looked a little frightening, but now, like, I'm not afraid to show you. You can come right on the inside of
flawless. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks good. I feel like it looks professional.
It does. Probably better than professional because they just get paid by the hour.
Yeah. So my name is Malwina. She tars. I charge high prices because I do some excellent work, but hire me up if you need your next paint job.
And so tomorrow they're gonna move these stands, and then we'll just do 3 quick coats kind of on those gap areas right there, and then I'm gonna sand these little areas down a little bit and potentially fair them out just a tad more. We'll see how the day goes. We also have to remove this whole rudder so that we can get the prop shaft out so we can install our new shaft seal and everything. That's gonna be kind of a project. We're gonna have to get back on the truck there.
It's still leaking.
And yeah, we do have a little leak out of our, I don't know what you even call that, gudgeon, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, basically that bracket right there. There's a metal bracket that goes up into here, and that holds the rudder shaft in place, which is a super sturdy design, so we're glad to have that, but it is a little leaky. We're gonna forget about that one until we get to a more fun location.
Yeah, sounds good.
We'll put that off for a couple years.
Cheers. Victory drink.
Cheers.
Connor just made me. Woo!
Woo!
Great day.
Good
Glad
job.
It's over.
We could not get any backing plates delivered in time, so we're fully embracing this DIY project. And Connor's making our own backing plates out of marine grade wood with some epoxy on top.
At least we're inhaling wood chips now instead of
It's so much nicer. It
copper
smells
fumes.
Great.
Instead of having that in the background, too. That should be in the background. Ooh la la. Things going down. I thought I was off the hook with painting. I took a shower. And Connor told me to help him sand, so I grabbed the sander. The sander was full. It's like copper oxide, this like black toxic waste, and I grabbed the sander and it just dumped all over me right when I got out of the shower, all over the boat. So I needed to clean that up before bringing it out, but that's okay because grabbed the sander, sanded the backing plates. Look at that. Connor's
Making stuff.
making stuff. Well, now he's putting a layer of
Penetrating epoxy. So we do a regular mixture of epoxy and then 10% rubbing alcohol. Helps it kind of seep into the wood and really become part of it instead of just sitting on top. That's all I got.
So here we are. What is it? 8:12. I think we started a little late this morning, maybe 8:30.
Maybe 7.
We woke up early, but all right. Good night. Day 2. Almost done. Ooh la la. Backing plates.
So this is our little trick to get both sides done at once, is just slop up your hands and get them all greasy here, and then put them all on cups, and then they should be able to pry off the cups pretty easily, instead of if you were to put it on the table with both sides, it would definitely glue itself to the table. So tricks of the trade, already learning them. I don't even know if that's the trade tricks, but it's my trick, all right?
You can call Connor McGuire if you'd like to hire him out. He's now a pro at thru-hulls and baggy plates. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bing, bang, boom. Kind of like this view. We're all high up. Feels like a whole different boat.
Thanks for coming along on our day 2. What's in store for day 3? Do you think we will finish by day 3 and be out back on the water? Let us know in the comments below.